Negative emotions are the core of our suffering. We usually don't know, but we are reacting to life with all the emotions that we already have stored in us. So it's not that the environment is causing us suffering, our own suffering is causing situations and experiences in the environment and then reflecting them back to us. So the most intelligent, effective way to transform your reality, to transform the experiences you dislike, to transform yourself, your well-being, the way you experience life, is working on those emotions. The emotions we start piling up since we are kids, because in school they don't teach us how to express emotions because they are uncomfortable. We usually are taught to run away, stop crying, don't suffer. But because the emotions don't go anywhere, they stay there and they just get stronger and stronger. When we look at the triggers in the environment, we believe that that person caused us this pain, caused us this anger, caused us this sadness. We just recycle the same emotions, and that will be used again in another circumstance, and actually will create another circumstance to be used. So the most important thing you can do right now is start expressing these emotions, start alchemizing them so they leave your system, and then you stop attracting more things that you dislike into your reality, into your environment. Okay, so the most important thing is not go around trying to change things like quitting your job, or quitting your relationship, or starting a new relationship, changing cities. Don't do that. I have done that for so long. And if I only knew that everything was always inside of me creating all this trouble for me, I would have stopped much earlier, and I would have addressed these things, and then I would just have like a much easier harmonious ride. So we put ourselves in these circumstance situations because we ourselves are creating them. The best way is to look into these repressed residuals of emotions that we couldn't express when we were like kids. People like bullied us, betrayed us. Maybe our parents weren't emotionally available enough, or weren't even there. Somebody was like experiencing violence, betrayal. Maybe there was divorce. Maybe you lost your grandparents already. Maybe you lost your parents. There were like relationship breakups. There's so much things that go on, but we are taught to not feel our emotions. And that's why the older we get, the unhappier we get, because these emotions, they just get heavier and heavier and more painful to carry around, right? And most people don't know it, so they go about starting taking meds, to numb their emotional system, so they will stop feel so uncomfortable. So there's no easy way for that. You have to go through it. There are three main ways to process emotions, which are through meditation. When you meditate, when you create silence between thoughts, you starve the system, because the mental, emotional body system works through your thoughts. It works through your own energy. The moment you get your thoughts back, you suppress the food that this patterns need to survive, and then they start to break apart. So meditation is a really, 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 really powerful way to do it. And when you meditate, it's not true that these emotions, they start to come up to be seen and healed, so you're going to start to feel those emotions. So it's not pleasant. You're going to have to feel your emotions. Okay, sit there with them and see, where is this fear coming? Oh my god, here is in my solar plexus. I feel it now. It's so tight, it's so painful. What I'm afraid of, right? Really ask these questions. Why I'm so sad? Why I'm so scared? Why I feel like so angry? I feel attacked. What part of myself feels vulnerable? What part of myself feels like I'm not good enough? What part of myself feels that I'm unworthy, or my feelings don't matter, or what is this that is causing me pain? So questions like this must be asked, and there a lot of courage and honesty needs to happen there. because once you feel the emotions, they will leave your system for good. But when you're triggered and you attribute the emotions you're feeling as a consequence of what other people or other circumstances did to you, so you are not taking responsibility, so you're not feeling them in a way that they will be seen, and the root cause of them will be exposed and they will leave. So it's very important to be open and honest about how you really feel, your flaws, your insecurities, your fears, right? There's so much fear in your systems, guys. I can't even have the right words to describe how much fear we have infused in our bodies, and it's usually coming up as lack of money, lack of opportunities, lack of relationships in your lives. Okay, so the first one, meditation, and then experiencing, letting go, feeling these emotions, which is called letting go technique by Dr. Hawkins. Google it, read the book, make notes, memorize how to express your emotions, and your life is gonna improve so much, so much. And it's free, and you can do yourself every moment you feel triggered. You can use let go, do your meditation at night, and the next day you're gonna release more emotions, and then you create a cycle of cleansing yourself, detoxing yourself mentally and emotionally. And this is gonna create so much good in your life, so much good that you won't believe yourself. Okay. And the second way is through subconscious mind, using specific techniques like hypnosis, neurolinguistics programming, and time paradigm technique, which is the one I worked with, which is a combination of hypnosis and neurolinguistics programming, but it doesn't require the trance that the classic hypnotherapy requires. So if you want to change one mental pattern, one belief, which usually with the classic hypnotherapy would take 4 to 6 sessions of 1 hour. With time paradigm, it takes 10 minutes. You see, so it's so much more effective, and it's the client who is going to confirm that the pattern has been cleared, that they feel different, that it's not there anymore. Okay, so it's really, really effective. I offer the 16 hours transformational program, which is equivalent to 3.5 years of classic hypnotherapy. If you go, if you would do 2 sessions a month, 3.5 years in 16 hours. Okay, so it's really, really life-changing. And the third way to cleanse yourself from these emotional repressed negative emotions and mental patterns is through energy healing. There are some modalities. I'm not here to talk about many of them, because I work with one specific, which is called multidimensional holistic therapy, and that one is created to help us go directly to these parts that we cannot address mentally, that we can put our finger on and write down a pattern that we don't understand exactly what is causing and why or how is making us feel, but it is blocking our lives somehow in some different areas. So with multidimensional holistic therapy, we go to this specific karmic imprints, generational trauma that's been passing from our families. And seriously, guys, I'm here to talk about the importance of doing this work, because nothing else will work. If you don't change from within, if you don't clear yourself up, just check yourself around, and you are a product of the consciousness that you were around, that raised you, the environment you grew up. So just look back at your parents, your families, both sides, your grandparents, like what kind of life they lived, what kind of abundance they had. Were they healthy? Were they happy? Were they abundant? Were they full of life? They accomplish a lot? Did they live a full life? Or were they depressed? Were they violent? Were they full of addictions. There was a lot of divorce, a lot of fights and conflict. How was it? We can try to ignore for as long as possible, and distract ourselves with drinking, partying, going out, and like getting so busy with work and kids and not even having time to breathe. But in the end of the day, the life, how you feel, how you experience your life is what counts. Are you happy? Are you having a good experience? There's no right or wrong, or it's not the size of your house, it's not the title of your job role, it's not where you live. It's not about that. It's not if you have like a dog or 5 kids, or you own a bakery. Nothing matters if you're not happy. So how is your experience? You're experiencing life in a happy, joyful, abundant, peaceful, pleasurable way or not? That's what counts. So check within, and your heart is gonna tell you what needs to be done, what needs to be improved, what are the areas you've been lying to yourself about. So face it, go through and move through a few emotions, dedicate time to heal these aspects, because this is what is going to reflect into giving you a good experience of your life. All right? And I'm here for you if you need somebody to guide you in this process. I have the process, the techniques, and it's very useful, and you can also learn to continue to do that afterwards, because you will need. Trust me, there's so much density we have accumulated. There's so much things we need to heal. It's personal conditioning, collective conditioning, family, stuff that is being passed to us. There's a lot, but I promise you, the moment you start, you already feel much better, you already feel much freer. It is worth